Week after a heartbreaking loss, the Texans get back to their winning ways. 3 wins in 4 weeks. Texans feeling themselves 3-3 heading into the bye week. Let's react to it in another highlight reaction inside the locker room.
Yeah, it's the locker room on YouTube. You know what it is. Let's get it. Hey, locker room. Yeah, we in the locker room. Texas talk. Yeah, you know what we about.
Another W. 3 in 4 weeks. Texans matched their win total of last season. Just 6 games in. They head into the bye week, very much in the mix in the AFC South, feeling themselves a quarterback with a record-setting start and a coach that appears to be very confident in his football team, which is getting way more healthy as the rest of the division is becoming unhealthy at perhaps the most important position. It is the locker room, number one source for Texans daily digital content. I'm Landry Locker. You can hear me Monday through Friday, 10 to 2 on Sports Radio 610 and the Odyssey app. Please subscribe, like, ride along. It is the number one source for Texans daily digital content, whether you're a Texans fan or not. Got you covered. Every week we have the highlight reaction. Again, disclaimer, this is not a film study. There's plenty of people faking like they're watching film on the internet. I'm not one of those people. I know how much work goes into that. This is just a highlight reaction. The plays that mattered, the plays that could have meant more, the plays that could have changed the game. Do that every week. Again, not a film study. So don't act like I'm one of these bozos on the internet breaking down highlights and talking about whatever the hell these people are talking about. Shout out to them for doing that. Do you? That is just not I. Texans needed this dub. We were out in the parking lot before judging tailgates. Shout out to all the Saints fans. Shout out to all the listeners / loopholes that I talked to. The vibes are already a lot better at NRG. I think they're this close to being even better than they currently are. And I think a year from now, we're talking about sellouts and a lot of excitement. People are excited to go to the games. Texans fans are getting louder. Still not a full house yet, and rightfully so. Sins of the past have a big reason for that. But it's really getting a lot better. And when you're 3-3, you have good feels about the quarterback. There's a lot to get into. Later on this week, we'll get into Nick Caserio's bye week media availability, which happened to be on the 1-year anniversary of his former buddy, Jack Easterby, getting canned. Also, going to talk about how perhaps the Carolina Panthers, before they face the Texans, could maybe not even the playing field, but maybe try to take a dent out of it when it comes to the comparison between C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young. Have plenty more content for you as well. It is the bye week, but as you know, if you follow this channel, which I was finally allowed to do at the start of last season, not too many off days, even during the bye week. Let's get into the highlights. Let's start with the Texans. They got the rock, 13-40, 3rd and 6. C.J. Stroud in the shotgun, a guy who has kind of emerged as one of those go-to dudes. For C.J. Stroud, Dalton Schultz. Ever since Laramie Tunsil's come back, we've seen just Dalton Schultz be kind of that dude. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think he's allowed to go run some routes now that Tunsil's back there. C.J. rolling out 3rd and 5. Just kind of throw it away. Texans punt to the Saints. And now it's time for Derek Carr to try to go to work when he's not yelling at his offensive coordinator. Nice little gain there. On the sidelines, you see the Will Anderson stats, commentators drooling over him, the ghost of Alvin Kamara, still some flashes, but not what he once was. He gets into field goal range. And then on 3rd and 14, Derek Carr goes back, check down Charlie. Let's settle for 3 is probably what he's thinking there. 51-yard attempt, 52, wide right, Scott Norwood. Ish, although that's a little further than he was. So Texans get the rock back at about the 44. I've been wanting the interception for C.J. Stroud. Let's get that out of the way. I'm tired of hearing about the interceptions. Got it. Right. Forcing it to Dalton Schultz a little bit, but the perfect result. You feel dirty when you're rooting for an interception, but if you're going to get it out of the way, why not throw it and then pick up the first down along the way? So it's nice to get that out. Don't have to see this streak thing anymore. CJ probably wants that one back. A lot of times when you get comfortable with the guy, you kind of force it. That's what happened there. But Nico Collins doesn't give up on the play. He forces the fumble. Devin Singletary in the mix. Titus Howard in the mix. Laramie Tunsil, look at that. What do you want me to do? Die for it? Texans get the rock. 2nd and 6. Singletary. We talked about this on the channel, and that's why you follow this channel. We said something was up with Dameon Pierce. Didn't speak to the media on Friday for the first time all year. DeMeco Ryans said the run game stunk, at least from the running back POV. It was a week in which Singletary didn't have a carry, and Dameon Pierce had all the carries, so you could use the process of elimination to figure out what was going on there. And Devin Singletary gets damn near 50% share when it comes to the running back position. Look at that, just poised by CJ Stroud. Just look at that. This dude's about to get hit, and he is chilling. There is no happy feet when it comes to CJ Stroud. Just look at that. Noah Brown back. Tank Dell inactive. Noah Brown just coming in there, making the impact right away. Jersey guy wants to fight. He's ready to go. CJ Stroud back. Come here, honey boo boo. You ain't the honey badger no more. Still a decent player, but you ain't the honey badger no more. Dalton Schultz with the touchdown. Little bit of a moss. Tyrann Mathieu, nothing you can do there, just a little bit late. Maybe would have made that play a few years ago. Sorry. Nice shove at the end. Boom. Touchdown. Texans take the lead. Saints looking to answer. The ghost of Kamara. Again, you see it every once in a while. It's just not there 24/7. And this one kind of hurts. Watch Steven Nelson at the bottom here. Now this is the next play, I think. Saints move the chains. You got Nelson down there, Derek Carr. Man, sometimes it's just so pretty from him. Perfect toss. Nothing you can do there, Steven. Just take it back to the sidelines. Keep fighting. We're going to need you a little bit later on, my friend. Derek Carr feeling it, not hurt, not acting hurt at this point. Tie ball game. Who dat chance going on at NRG. You can see some of the Saints fans jumping up inside. How many times I got to show this for Steven Nelson? Goodness gracious. 14-25 in the second. Little CJ, little check down. Brevin Jordan. Okay. Little wiggle from Brevin Jordan. That's his only catch of the day. But a chain mover. Little trickery. How about a little Mike Boone action? Do wonder if we see more of Mike Boone. I wonder what the run game is going to look like post-bye. I think it's obvious that Devin Singletary is going to get a larger piece of the pie. I wonder if Mike Boone, who that was his only carry for I think 11 or 12, got to think maybe he gets a little bit of a chunk of that pie as well. CJ in the shotgun, 3rd and 4, much better on 3rd down this week than last. Look at Nico Collins, man, goes up and gets it. Red zone was a point of emphasis. CJ going back 3rd and 4, extending the play, doing what he can. No shame in that. Tries to get it to Brown. Then Fairbairn, who's been nails this year, gives you the 10-7 lead. Again, you want to finish there, but you also don't want to force it. CJ kind of threw it where there was a slight chance his guy could catch it, but no chance the other guy could. Ghost of Alvin Kamara again, out of bounds. Got a little Mechie motion. The option there. Another Nico Collins, man. Good tackle by, I think that was the Honey Badger, Honey Boo Boo, whatever you want to call him there. More Singletary. Look at that cut. Dameon Pierce doesn't make that run. No disrespect to DP. I like DP. But look at that. He ain't doing that. That's what they're talking about right there. That's how you move the chains. That's how you mix it up. Thunder, lightning, little motor. This was a Singletary drive right here. Just cut and go. Get Pierce in the mix it up a little bit. Perfect. That's what you want. You mix it up. You mix it up there. You let Dameon Pierce come in there when they're a little bit roughed up. Finisher, Marion Barber style. And then you cap off the drive with the little Robert Woods action. 17-7, Texans. Spin it. Rub them hands together. Get excited. It's one of my trademarks. Let's get that slow-mo. CJ back. Look him off. Look to the right. Boom. Throw that dime. Right in between them. Catch that rock. Spin it. Give the football to the trainer. Tell him you want to keep it. 2-minute warning. 2-minute offense. We saw this as a something that wasn't good against Atlanta last week. Stay tuned. It's going to reappear at the end of this ball game. A little bit soft here as well. Saints looking to steal the points. Taysom Hill, true tight end now. Derek Carr going up. No, sir. Another field goal. 17-7. Pretty close to blocking that one. Frank Ross probably got pretty giddy there. Looking to steal points again for the fourth time. Too much of a tall task. You try to see if Noah Brown can kind of break that off. Doesn't happen. Let's take it to the house. Let's be up 7. We're good. Take it in. Used to getting 3 at the end of the first, but take it in. Derek Carr, not acting hurt yet. CJ, a little play action. 17-7. There he is again. Dalton Schultz. Get up. Get up and point, man. You deserve it on this one. Get up and point. Okay. And they cut off his point. 7. Little toss. Probably could have been a flag there. Referee deciding he's just going to let him play or not. Give it to him. There it is. Third and goal. Throw it away. Got to toss that one. Whew, almost had him, though. Almost had him. 20-10. Feeling pretty good. Although defense, lead the league in missed tackles at this point. Swarming around, but lead the league in missed tackles. So close, Grenard. Derek Carr just kind of lighten it up a little bit here. Just quick little toss. Goes to Michael Thomas. That's a hell of a catch right there. I don't know what you can do there. That's good coverage. That's just a good-ass throw and good-ass catch right there. Gotta give that props. 3rd and 21. Get in there. Cashman. Wobble. Make him kick the field goal. He ain't missing this time. We got a ball game, about 17 minutes remaining. We go to the 3rd and 12, getting in those long range, kind of struggling to run the ball. You ran the ball well in the first half, kind of disappeared in the second half. And gonna need to get complete games with the run. Saints looking to make moves underneath. Open so often against this defense. It's one of the weaknesses. Get the reverse. Run on up. Bend, don't break. That's what you're thinking here. No flag. Could have been not. Another field goal. Shankopotamus. Just all over the place. If Fairbairn's kicking for them, we're talking about a one-point game. A little bit different. 2 field goals kind of bailed you out a little bit here to where the game was. There's a little PI action. The game was much different than if they'd even made one of those. They missed 2. Anthony Hutchinson, 2 carries. Rookie out of Iowa State. Will be interesting to see what his role is moving forward. Big fan of him, more of a developmental guy. But I would much rather see him running the ball than Tank Dell. I don't like to see Tank Dell running the ball too much. That was too. It's been a little bit too much for me. I think Hutchinson's better built. CJ, goodness gracious, don't like to see that. Quintariano immediately running to help pick him up. 3rd and 20. Let's try to get in position. Nico makes it damn near interesting. Texans punt. Cam Johnson, by the way, nice to have him back on the punt game. This one's just, man, you thought Steven Nelson. I know he probably thinks he should have picked that. He just got his feet a little bit between him. Ball sailed a little bit. The big play right there. 4th and 4, they're going. Now, Josh McDaniels would have kicked the field goal here. And I actually wouldn't have thought it was crazy. Ghost of Alvin Kamara. Old Alvin Kamara gets that, not the ghost. put it up, Blake Cashman. It's not no fourth. That's first down. You don't need to hold that up. That was fourth. CJ to Noah, and Noah drawing the flag. Big game for Noah Brown, by the way. It's going to be interesting to see how he fits in with Tank Dell. And this is where you're in the 4-minute offense. You're trying to kill the clock here. Be nice to have a solid run game. This was where I thought Slowick made mistakes. They ran it on second, and then they threw it on second, and then they threw it here. Here in this situation with the Saints with 2 timeouts, I probably would have liked to have seen a run and then punt. They didn't do that. I'm going to throw the pill here. Incomplete. And the Saints are going to get the ball with 2:35 with 2 timeouts left. So if you run the ball twice there, there's maybe no timeouts. Fortunately for the Texans, the Saints had missed 2 field goals. So if they'd made them, they're going just to get the field goal and win the game, much like Atlanta was last week. Fortunately, that wasn't the case. Keep his ass in bounds, make him use the timeout. They did. Carr going back. Another one, inbounds. Have to rush to the line. Toss up. Steven Nelson going up to get it. Doesn't matter. 4th and 10. Peace out. DeMeco excited. Get that victory formation in. CJ Stroud out. QB sneak. W. Hold that ball. Go do that jersey exchange with Chris Olave. Hang it on your wall and hang that 3rd dub up there for the Texans. Texans top the Saints. Big dub. Derek Carr. Hey, I mean it. You're going to be a very good player one day. Dennis Allen, take your ass back to New Orleans too. This has been the Locker Room highlight reaction. Texans got a bye this week, so there will be no highlight reaction next week. We'll be back at it later on this week talking about Nick Caserio and a lot of other stuff. Appreciate you for coming through. Be sure to subscribe, like, ride along for the best Texans coverage you can get. Exclusive interviews throughout the week on Thursdays. Not going to have it this week because the players are off. So we're going to let them have their time. But always remember, when it comes to this Texans stuff, we are all in this together. Business is picking up. Quarterbacks are getting hurt. Fun times ahead. It's going to be a wild final 11. Look forward to enjoying it with you. Thanks for coming through.
In the locker room, Texas talk, yeah, you know what we about to do. Localize, every angle's what we really do. We the source, we the pulse of the city too. Landlocked, got the game in the headlock.